You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
And last segment, I was talking about the things which say to me that it's officially the Christmas season. And I know what it is for me, and I know that I'm different. Some people are like Tiffany Hobbs. You know, the sun comes up on November 1st, and you're thinking about not only Christmas, but New Year's Eve plans. That's just not me, okay? But I want to know from you what says that it's either Christmas or Hanukkah, Festivus, whatever it may be. What is it that signals to you that it's officially the holiday season? Is there one song? Is there one moment? Is there one TV show? Is there one movie? Like for some people, it's not Christmas until they see Miracle on 34th Street. For some people, it might be some other, it might be Charlie Brown Christmas or something like that. But I'm curious to hear from you what signifies the official beginning of your holiday season. I want to know from you. Has it already started yet? Are you already singing Christmas carols? Are you already in the Christmas spirit? Even though we're not even through Thanksgiving. And I know for some people, like Tiffany Hobbs, I'm going to keep talking about her. For some people, it is already the Christmas season, even though they haven't even started cooking for Thanksgiving. It's kind of weird for me. It's kind of really weird for me. For you, maybe it's a personal tradition. Maybe it's a family tradition. Maybe you have a date in your mind which only makes sense to you, or maybe it's a certain memory which says to you, hey, when this happens, I know it's officially the holiday season. Be it Christmas, be it Hanukkah, be it some other observance, and it could be just you personally. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer unless you're Tiffany Hobbs and you start on November 1st. That's the wrong answer. It's the wrong answer. This is a perfect opportunity to hear from you. We want to know what is the trigger? What is the signal? What is that moment? Is it a song? Is it a TV show? Is it a memory or someone's birthday even, which says to you, it's now the holiday season. Now, Tiffany, I'll give you the chance to respond. I know I've made a lot of fun at your expense, how you were starting to celebrate Christmas on November 1st like a mad person would.
Yes, and that's not what a mad person does. That's what a person who wants to preserve the spirit of Christmas might do, Mo Kelly. Elongate it, stretch it out as much as possible.
Are you trying to make another euphemism?
Okay,
like I said for you, like I said to you, for me, the song I have to hear and when I need to hear it, I'm not ready to hear it, even though someone may play it. I may not be ready to hear it until Saturday after Thanksgiving, where I'm actively paying attention.
Yes.
Okay. When I hear it,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying it's this Christmas.
Yes.
Donny Hathaway.
Absolutely.
If I hear it this Saturday or later, then I'm ready to receive it, and it's officially the Christmas season.
Yes, I agree. That's one of my favorites. It definitely marks the beginning of kind of the traditional sense of the Christmas spirit. But if someone should play the Temptations' Silent Night, and I hear those first few words, in my mind, November 1st, it is Christmas, damn it. It's Christmas. Honestly, if you play that in August, it's Christmas for me. It just does something to me. And music has the ability to transport. It doesn't really matter what time it is.
I say it all the time, and you just reminded me that I say it all the time, that the music is the closest thing we have to a time machine.
Yeah.
And it will evoke memories that you may not have thought of, or you may have thought that you had forgotten in a moment's notice. You hear a certain song, you might be reminded of a certain smell, a certain memory, a certain moment in your life. And probably around the holidays, they are never more strong.
Yeah, absolutely. I can remember being in malls or being in some other place, again, during the shopping season where music is playing and you hear that Mannheim Steamroller, you hear that Andy Williams, whatever it might be. It makes you feel good.
Oh, you know what? Another one for me is White Christmas, Bing Crosby's version. I'll tell you why, because when I was a very young child, I bought that for my dad as a Christmas because he loved the song. And I know that he loved the song. And one of the first records that I purchased with my money as a kid was that song for my dad. And it was a little 45. And if you're of a certain age, you don't know what a 45 is, but with the little spindle and everything in the center. But those are those moments which evoke memories which only happen at a certain time of year.
Yeah.
And whenever I hear Bing Crosby's White Christmas, I immediately go back to when I was maybe 8 years old and bought that song specifically for my dad.
Nostalgia is powerful. It really is. And again, it can really evoke a lot of emotion. And I feel like this season, the colder months, the gathering, the things that we associate with October, November, December they're just linchpins for all of these wonderful memories.
Now we set the stage for you. Now we get to hear from you. When we come back, we're going to take your calls about what signifies the official beginning of the holidays. I know you want to talk all night and have long stories, but we're going to try to get everyone's calls in. So keep it brief, keep the story short, and we'll get everyone in. Your calls when we come back.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Well, it's Later with Mo Kelly on KFI AM 640.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, and we put up the call to you. We were asking what signified the beginning of the holiday season, regardless of whatever you may celebrate. What is it? Is it a song? Is it a movie? Is it a moment? Is it a memory? Is it a song which triggers a memory? Is it something that you may see in your house? Is it a TV show? What is it which signifies the beginning of the holiday season? And now we're going to go to the phones. Let's talk to Dave in Orange County who's calling in. Dave, how are you doing this evening?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
So I think right after Thanksgiving, because the closest holiday and anything that relates to that holiday is still Halloween. So I think people should leave their Halloween decorations up to and Thanksgiving. And then right after they can switch off to like Christmas. Just because I feel everything else before that is fabricated.
Okay, so you have your Halloween decorations and displays through November 27th in this year's case.
Yes.
That's different.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that before.
Yeah, because I feel now they've been pushing the holidays, like almost like squeezing everything in. Like you see Christmas stuff in October, which I kind of hate.
You and me both.
You see, yeah, you'll start and there's no Thanksgiving decorations anymore. I haven't seen any Thanksgiving decorations in years.
No, I agree.
Now,
I haven't seen them.
Yeah, so now what I do is I just leave my Halloween stuff until Thanksgiving's over, and then I switch off to Christmas. And I think everybody else should be doing it because it's the closest thing to Thanksgiving, like pumpkins, scarecrows, orange, stuff that's fall.
Well, you're not wrong.
I think people have been doing it wrong.
Well, Dave, I agree with most of what you said. I don't know if I can hang with all the ghouls and goblins hanging out on my lawn through November, but I agree with you. They start the whole Christmas celebration and the marketing of it way too soon. I got to move on, Dave, but thank you so much for calling in tonight. Let's go to Ann in San Bernardino. Ann, what is the moment, the music, or the TV show? What is it that says it's now the holiday season?
Well, first of all, I like to wait till December 1st. I'm kind of on your boat.
Thank you.
It's just too soon. It's too soon. It's ridiculous. They might as well put them out in July. I mean, that's what it feels like today. But
well, they do.
Anyways.
You know they have Christmas in July, so they do that in some places. Go ahead.
Yeah. So when I was a kid, my thing was Frosty the Snowman cartoon, and I still look forward to that.
Yes.
And I do like This Christmas as well, like you do, and I also like anything by Christmas song by Dean Martin. Reminds me of my mom.
Oh, there it is. The music triggers the memory, and it takes you right back, hopefully in a very good way, every single year.
Yes, every single year, but not till December 1st. I can kind of accept it on Thanksgiving weekend, but I really don't want to go to your house for Thanksgiving and see your Christmas tree up. I just don't want to see that.
Thank you, Ann. Thank you. We have a freaking Christmas tree here in the studio, and it's not even Thanksgiving yet. And you complete me.
Yes. All righty.
And I got to run. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, okay? And then we'll get to the whole Christmas stuff. Be well.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
Let's go to Steve in Whittier. Steve, thank you for holding. What's on your mind?
Hey, Mo.
Hey, Steve.
There?
Yes, I hear you just fine.
Yeah. Thing that gets me thinking about Christmas is when I get that letter in the mail from the Grinch toward the end of October, the property tax bill. I
Oh,
gotta budget
yes.
my property taxes to be able to buy Christmas presents.
And you making that decision like everyone else is like, do I pay my property taxes or do I buy presents? Because you're not going to do both.
When last year you were asking us what our favorite side dish was for Thanksgiving, and I told you deviled eggs made with horseradish, mustard, and just a drop of Tabasco sauce.
I remember.
And you're asking me if I'm from the South, and I thought, no, I'm not from the South. And I realized later, yeah, I am from the South. 112th and Denker was my parents' first house before we moved out. So it's just a stone's throw from you
Yes.
on the north side of the Southwest College. But 112th and Denker, where I was first born. So just right nearby you, almost your neighbor.
I remember, Steve, that call because my sister wanted to get that recipe for those deviled eggs.
Yeah, it's not hard. Just use horseradish mustard instead of regular mustard, and just one little drop or two of Tabasco to mix in. Just gives it a little extra flavor.
I like it. I like it. So is there any particular moment which says it that it's officially Christmas?
When it starts getting dark early and we're getting, you start hearing the music on Coast, and then you hear people on KFI trying to outdo Coast by getting the Christmas music going even earlier.
That was Tim.
And it used to be at work. They start going the Christmas music going early at work. Somebody would change the channel at work to get Christmas music going. So
does that bother you when they start trying to force feed you Christmas music down your throat?
No, it doesn't bother me. It's okay. I'm pretty resilient to that. That's not, it's not for everybody, but it doesn't bother me.
All I can say is, Steve, you're a man after my own heart, except that it does bother me. It actually does bother me if it's too soon.
And just one other thing, I've been meaning to try to get to you is a year or two ago, you talked about somebody who had a medical incident at your church, and the right ambulance wasn't there, and I'd love to talk to you about that sometime to help some clarification on that.
I remember I was speaking to Pastor Shane Scott of Macedonia Baptist Church. Yes, you have been listening for a while.
I have been, and I'd love to connect with you, but I'm not on social media. So, but I'd love to maybe get some clarification on that at some time. I think I have some inside knowledge on that.
You're not on social media. I'm trying to think how to make this easier for you to get in touch. I'm going to put you on hold, Steve, and during the break, I'll tell you a way in which you can get in touch with me.
Okay, that'd be great.
All right, hold on.
Thanks a lot, Mo.
You're most welcome. Hold on, Steve. We'll be having more of your calls in just a moment. The question I put to you is, what makes it officially the holiday season? Regardless of whatever you celebrate, is there a song? Is there a moment? Is there a memory? And a memory could be attached to a person's birthday. Like my late father's birthday was November 21st. And for me, a lot of times that was about right around the time getting ready for the holiday season. Most of the men in my family were born in November. My father was born in November. I, of course, was born in November. My nephew, my sister's son, same birthday as me as in today, born in November. My sister's husband, born in November. It seems like all of our parents were doing the same thing at the same time. I think it was back in February or so. But your task is to tell us what says the holidays for you. When we come back, more of your calls, more of your memories in just a moment.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI, Mr. Mo Kelly here. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, and we've been taking your calls for the better part of the hour, trying to find out what is that moment. Maybe it's that song, maybe it's that TV show, that movie that you have to see, hear, or a memory that you need to re-experience to say, we're now officially in the holiday season. For some, it's not until after Thanksgiving. I'm one of those people. Don't talk to me about Christmas, or at least getting in the Christmas spirit, until at least Saturday after Thanksgiving. Reason being, because there are probably still people at my house from Thanksgiving, so I can't think about Christmas. I haven't got the mother fathers out my house yet. After I get them out, then we can start talking about the next holiday. It doesn't have to be Christmas. Of course, it could be Hanukkah, regardless of whatever you may observe. But I want to hear from you. What is it that says to you? And it may be different from other people in your own house. Like for my wife, she's probably already there in the Christmas spirit and season. I'm not there yet. I'm just not there. But I want to hear from you right now. Let's go to Jim in Placentia. Jim, how is your evening? And what is that magic moment which says it's on and cracking for Christmas?
Honestly, for me, Mo, it's Christmas Vacation by National Lampoon.
Do you seek out the movie, or do you just happen to see it?
I happen to see it. It comes on every time, and whenever it's on, I will watch it every time. Clark Griswold, every time.
That movie is so underrated and funny. I don't know if you know this, but Randy Quaid frequently listens to the show, and he loves KFI up and down. He is by far the best part of that movie.
Absolutely. I agree with you, Mo.
I see it. The reason I ask whether you see it or whether you seek it out, because I don't happen to see it every year. I'll see it maybe every other year, every third year. But when I see it, I'm going to watch it until the end. It doesn't matter whether I pick it up, because I have to see the Christmas bonus dinner scene and with the tree catching on fire and all that kind of stuff. I have to see all that. Then I can move on to another channel.
Yeah, or the squirrel in the tree.
The squirrel. Right. That whole chase scene is high comedy. But why is it for you, that movie?
It's just very particular, It's very family-centered movie for me. That's what brings Christmas to me, Mo. And can I be honest with you for a second, Mo?
Sure.
I've enjoyed hearing your show. Wasn't a big fan at first, but I've grown on you, and I appreciate what you do for all those listeners here on KFI.
Jim, I really do appreciate that. And I know people can be very, not only particular, but very possessive of their radio listening time. And I respect that. I really do, because you don't allow just anyone to come into your car with maybe your kids, not just anyone in your headphones when you're working out. And I really do endeavor to earn your time each and every night. And it is a privilege. I'm being absolutely serious. It is a privilege, because you could have been doing anything else. You could have been listening to anyone else. That's the serious portion. Now, here's the silly portion. I like to think of myself as beer. Most people do not like beer the first or second or third time that they drink it. I recommend to anyone, not just you, Jim, because you now know what I mean. If you don't like beer the first time you drink it, just keep on drinking, because either you're going to develop a taste for it or you'll be drunk. Either way, you win. So, Jim, thank you for hanging in there with me. That's all I can ask.
Well, thank you for taking my call, Mo. And, I do like beer, and I've grown on your show, and I enjoy hearing it.
All right, let's have a drink together tonight. How about that?
Thank you, sir. Appreciate your time.
All right, be well. Call back again sometime, Jim. Let's go to Dave in Temecula. Dave, good evening.
Hey, Mo, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. Had a good day. Had a really good day. How was yours?
It was good until that last caller totally stole my thunder and took away Christmas Vacation.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, we can start over and act we can act like we didn't talk about it. You know, it's one of my favorite movies. You know, did you know that Randy Quaid is a longtime listener of this show and also KFI? Did anyone tell you that?
I had no clue, man.
But that is a true story.
About, 45 seconds ago. No. But my other favorite part about that movie, the old lady who does the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes.
Yeah, she was the original voice of Betty Boop.
Didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my favorite movie, and I see it, and it comes on TBS, and I know that's when the holidays start. So, yeah.
Oh, let me ask you.
Sums it up.
Let me ask you, like I asked Jim and Placentia, are you seeking out the movie, or do you just happen to find it?
No, it just comes on. That's the only time I keep on TBS for more than an hour, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I am encouraged that I'm glad that we all have the same sense of humor.
Yes, we do. And fellow Scorpio to another Scorpio, happy birthday month, buddy.
Wait. Tawala is the Scorpio. His birthday was on the 20th. I'm the Sagittarius, but I will take the love anyway.
Oh man, you're right on the cusp then, huh?
Yep, pretty much.
On the 17th, so happy birthday, guys.
Well, happy birthday to you as well, and please give us a call again sometime, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
And Mo, I won a couple of weeks ago on the movie Cult Classics, and I got my shirt last week, and thank you very much, guys.
You're very welcome.
And I love it.
You're very welcome. Now, I need you to put it on and take a photo in it and put it on social media so we can post it everywhere.
I will. Definitely. Will do.
Dave, be safe out there.
Good night, Mo.
All right, then.
You too. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving. It's Later with Mo Kelly. Hey, Sean in Santa Clarita, Carrie in Long Beach. We're coming to you next. Do not go anywhere. It's Later with Mo Kelly. It's like beer. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, and I appreciate you spending this hour with me, just giving me your memories, your thoughts of when the holidays actually begin. For you, it might be a song, it might be a movie, it might be a TV show, it might be just a memory, it could be a thought, it might be someone's birthday who happens to be around this time of year, and it makes you think of that person and you associate the holidays with him or her. And we're just trying to figure out when the right time it is to start the holidays. And Tiffany Hobbs of the Viral Load is wrong. She wanted to start it November 1st, and that's just ridiculous.
It's the only feasible answer, Mo, honestly. Everyone else's answers, they were cute. I respect them. They were cute. But, the real true answer, the logical answer is to start November 1st. Halloween's out the way. You get into those real true burr months, and it's Christmas.
But you'd have to keep that energy, as the kids say, keep that same energy through all of November and most of December.
That's okay. Less decorating. You just decorate once, you leave it up, there you go. I have a neighbor, actually my mother's neighbor, who puts the huge skeleton, one of those 12-foot, 14-foot skeletons you find at Home Depot. Mm-hmm. And they put that in their front yard for Halloween, and it's very Halloweened out. And then as soon as Halloween ends, November 1st, they throw a Christmas hat on it, a Santa hat. And they leave that up.
Lazy.
It's perfect. Lazy. You don't have to do much.
Let's go back to the phones as we finish out the evening. Let's talk to Sean in Santa Clarita. Sean, how you doing this evening?
Hi, Mo. One Sagittarian to another.
Hey, when's your birthday?
24th of November.
Of November? Oh, well, happy belated birthday.
Yes, thank you. Well, my memory is going to Sears and being 6 or 7 or 8 years old and seeing all the garlands up there, and there was a big throne, and there'd be Santa Claus and all the kids in front of it. That was the beginning of Christmas.
If you're like me, Sean, there has to be a story of yours where you're sitting down reading the Sears catalog. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
And these kids don't know anything about the Sears catalog. I would look at it for hours.
my father, by the way, my sister was born on the 18th. She's a Sagittarian too, 18th of December. And my father, when she got to be about 3 years old, he thought that it'd be neat to put the decorations on the house on her birthday, a week before Christmas. And he said, you never guess how many neighbors would stop me and say, why are you rushing the season?
Yeah, I get that.
Back in the 40s.
Times have changed.
Yes, unfortunately.
Sean, let me just say, have a very happy Thanksgiving with you and your family. Happy belated birthday. And I appreciate someone who's as, I'll say, seasoned as I am, who can remember the best of all that Sears had to offer. May it rest in peace.
Oh, yes. And thank you very much, and happy birthday to you.
Thank you, sir. And
it's always a pleasure listening to your chime.
Thank you. Hopefully I get to hear from you again soon.
Okay.
All right, be well, sir.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Let's go to Carrie in Long Beach, who's going to close us out tonight. Carrie, how are you?
Hi, Mo. Love your show. Love when Tiffany's on there, and Tuala, first-time caller. So I work for the post office. So when the mailing dates come out is when it's officially Christmas to me. And I do have a tip for people.
Okay.
A sending mail tip. So if you're sending anything to anyone that has a lockable mailbox, that key, if there are criminals that have 3D copies of that key, and it opens up every single mailbox in the zip code, plus the doors, the security doors to apartment buildings, and also condo complexes. That matching keyhole is in the call directory box, where you let people in. Many people that live there think it's for the fire department or police. No, that's a postal carrier's master key that's been stolen. There's no master key control plan in place. So if you're going to send something out to someone that is at a suite, a business suite, or an apartment or a condo, let them know. There's, with informed delivery, there's really no more secrets anymore. As a matter of fact, there's a breach. If you have informed delivery and you moved into a place in the last 8 years, all the previous people might be still signed up on informed delivery. So as soon as you see something that's on its way in your informed delivery, you want to check your mailbox right away. And when you're sending things out, let them know it's coming and to check the mailbox right away.
Carrie, that is great advice. But what about you personally? What says to you that it's the holiday season before we get out of here?
Well, it's basically, I get to work all the overtime. How overtime just cuts into business profits. Yeah. Does that make sense? But hey, I'll work it. So
no, working in radio, holiday. I get it.
Yeah. And I'm retiring. I'm not going to be part of Project 2025 is already in place. You could watch it on YouTube. As a matter of fact, my website is nusps.com, N like new, USPS.com, and you could see 5-minute clips of them discussing Project 2025 in 2018. So it's been around. There have been people brought into the government to make changes way back when.
I think we just made a turn somewhere. We went from Christmas to the inauguration, just like that. Just like that.
Yeah. I could go on forever.
No. Well, we got to go. The show's over, though. Carrie, thank you so much for calling in. Thank you. And I want you to have a wonderful Thanksgiving and a wonderful beginning to the holiday season.
Oh, thank you. And happy birthday. I just caught that.
Thank you.
It was your birthday.
Yeah, well, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
What just happened there? What happened there? I thought I was talking about the holidays.
Well, you were, but then you weren't.
Just take a long walk.
KFI AM 640, we're live everywhere. The iHeartRadio app.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you and your fam. From us and our fam.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere.